Generic greetings and welcome to what happened during the back end of Babylon 5 Season 5, that is the Siege of Centauri. Ooh, references. Today's beverage is a nice cup of tea. So I've been playing a lot more of this game since my last video, and I think I put about nearly, well, close to 6 hours into it. And as you can see, for all of that effort, I haven't got very far. I've only got up to mission 11 completed, but I have been going back and trying to get some extra stars on some of the missions. But there's one of them that's just eluding me, and this is mission 10, mission X. And as you can see, we've got, it's called the Ascent, and it's achieved victory without Milton. I haven't got that. I've always had to use Milton, and I'm going to try, and I do stress try, and complete this without them. So, we could probably do it by just putting it to there, like with the difficulty. We could probably do that, which is minus 90% score, extra tower damage, all that sort of thing. But no, I think we will probably go with just a standard not difficulty. We'll see if we can do it, and then we'll knock it down a couple of notches until we get it. We need to destroy all enemy waves, so I mean, that's fair. Surely you have to get that, and achieve victory without pausing. Okay, we will launch that. Now, I'm assuming pausing does mean pressing escape, not using the time dilation. I will find out. Actually, I can't find out because we haven't started it. Anyway, as you can see on the map, we have our main base in the center. We have a fission reactor there giving us energy. We have a metal refinery there giving us metal. And what does that symbol mean? Does not need line of sight to target. Okay, fair enough. A lot of these towers do have that, but for some reason, well, you can't mouse over them because, well, you... Yeah, if you click on it, it doesn't show you on the right there. We'd have to place it and then do it. But anyway, I digress. So what's that one there? Affects ground units, and this one needs line of sight and affects air units. So it can shoot everything, basically. So the enemy, which is some scarabs, they are going to come from the right-hand side. In fact, I believe that is the only entry point. But we do now have another type of enemy, which is in red, and that's a sparrow. They make up for their weak attacks with large numbers, and they are an air unit. That's why they're in red. So we need to stop them, and we're probably going to use either the Icarus SAM site, which as you can see has got a decent rate of fire, but we've also got a Falcon anti-air, which is flak, and that does area of effect. It says moderate damage to all aircraft in the area. So we're going to place a couple of those. Now, we don't know where they're coming from unless we press Alt, and as you can see, we've got this coming down there. I mentioned in the previous video, the only way it seems to figure out where stuff is, and I'd happily be corrected if this isn't the case, is by looking at the entry points. It would be nice if we could see the entry points on the map, even if we pressed Alt, that would be good, just like the information overlay. But anyway, I digress. So let's just place some of these flak towers in areas where they will be passing, which they're going to pass straight over here and probably attack that. So I reckon a couple around here and then one over there. So let's go for that. Let's put one there, and I'll hold shift this time so I can place another one, although it's placed it right in the middle, which is not where I wanted it, so I'm just going to quickly restart that. Right, okay, I don't know why it went there, so we'll hold shift and we'll say there and then there, and that's going to now start all of this. I'm actually going to rush the next wave because I might as well. I'm going to place a scavenger module at the middle there, and we can see, oh my good grief, we've got the odd enemy coming along. So if I... right, okay, that was one thing I wanted to check as well. So that does say without pausing, right? But that is not pausing, that is slowing time down. But I believe that in previous patches, that was a pause rather than this time dilation. So we now know that we can't do that, right? Okay, at least we know. You don't know until you know, and now we do know. So we will place these. So 1 and 2, and I'm guaranteed that I'll probably fail this without that bit there because I'll forget and then just end up placing it. So we're going to rush the next wave just to bring them all in, and we're going to rush the air wave and bring those in, and we're going to place a scavenger module there, and we're going to place, well, what do we want to do with these? I mean, these are probably getting hit by, we can use lightning, but I'm a very, very big fan of corrosion mortars because, quite frankly, I believe they're broken. No, I don't think they're broken, but they are extremely powerful, extremely powerful. So they're now placed in there. I'm going to start blatting all of these. We can see that the enemy is flying overhead and is actually attacking this thing now, but I'll hopefully be able to deal with it by placing that, because they're not doing a terrible amount of damage. I think we'll be okay there. Most of them aren't getting past, and what gets past is there. Okay, so that's fine. So we're going to place another scavenger module, or place a scavenger module in there. We want to get probably this gravity channeler as well. I'm actually going to place some reinforcements there, and and I'd like to use a fake decoy in Middleton, but I don't know if we can. We're going to place this gravity generator, and that slows things. Is it generator? Yeah, gravity channeler, sorry. And that slows them down. But obviously, because they're all grouping up here, let's go and overcharge as well. What's happening is that they are getting hit off all of these mortars. We're going to go back over to corrosion mortar here. I'm going to place one there and then there, and basically just spam them. As many of these as I can possibly place, and that'll hopefully deal with all of these. I'm going to place some more decoys. As I said, we're just trying to sort of group them up. The game is going to an absolute crawl while we're doing that. We could rush the destructor, but I don't know if that's the best way forward. You can see how much money I'm making there. I'm actually going to upgrade our colony, and I'm going to start placing some of these big honking space cannons on the right-hand side, because we have destructors coming in. I'm actually going to... I'm not going to rush the wave, actually. I don't think rushing the wave would be a terribly good thing to do. We're going to upgrade our gravity channeler, and we're going to upgrade our scavenger module, which increases the range massively, and we're going to slowly upgrade these. It would be nice if there was a bit faster way to upgrade multiple of them, because you can't click and drag by the look of it. So upgrading all of these to the next tier. Looks like we now have got our enemies coming in, these tank things. I think one of the things I might have pointed out in the last video, but I really want to highlight again, is that for some reason the shots just seem to, like, it looks like they're missing. Like sometimes the shots will like miss and hit the there's just no alignment for the shots for some reason at times. Anyway, only a minor visual thing, you understand, not any game breaking. So these are getting absolutely plastered. We are going to rush the next wave, because I think we have the capability of doing that. And all of these are now upgraded. No, we don't have enough metal for this last one, but it won't take long, and now they're in. Okay. We also have the EMP. Orbital ability stuns all enemies in area effect, keeping them from moving. As long as we don't place Milton, we should be alright. I'm going to place another set of reinforcements there. And do I want to place any more? I don't think we need to. I really want to upgrade that Minos cannon as well. Yeah, they're coming in now. They're coming in now. And we're going to rush the next wave because they're air anyway. So we might as well just rush those. We'll upgrade these. And I have a feeling that we're probably going to need another one based on past experience. So we're going to place one in there. And we'll upgrade it if we can. Looks like they are starting to come in now. But obviously there's a lot of them on the... Oh my good grief. Right, we're going to need a lot more. We're going to need a lot more around here, I think. Okay, one there, one there. We'll place one there as well. And, yeah, we can't really have enough of these. Upgrade them. Get these upgraded. They are heading right over the top. I am going to place a scavenger module in here. And then probably upgrade that as well. I don't think I need to slow them down. How is that doing? Ah, our metal refinery's dead. Ah, that's a shame. Okay, well... It is what it is. We have destroyed them, but we have lost the metal refining. But to be fair, most of our money is coming probably from the wave of destruction that we are forcing the enemy into. That is a tsunami of death. Yeah, that's not going too well for them. These things, the corrosion mortars are brilliant. So corrosion mortar infects targets doing damage over time. So it's damage over time. It is affects ground units. It does 24 damage in 50 range of the target and no line of sight. That's great. I would like to get these to tier 3, but you need the colony at the higher tier to do that. We've also got this, which is disruption beam, massive damage to a single unit. I am going to rush the next wave and place some more of these Minos cannons because they are brilliant. And that should do us for now. Actually, we'll get an upgrade on that one. And basically, every time they fire, it's going to take one of them out, as you can see. So that's pretty good. So we're destroying pretty much 4 every time we fire, and that's before they get here. I'm not going to rush the next one because that's healers, and I don't fancy dealing with that. We am going to place some more of these in here. And we can stun stuff as well if we wanted to. We've got the sparrows that are going to come in shortly. But I think this is pretty much game over. Let's just rush that. Rush all the waves. We might as well. I don't know how many sparrows we're going to get. Seems to be quite a bit. We're going to place another falcon anti-air there. and we'll get that upgraded. These are still going to follow the same path. Still going to follow this path here. But, oh my good grief, that is a lot of them, isn't it? That's a hell of a lot. Let's place some near the base, just in case. Just in case. I was about to say let's check up here, but yeah, they're not getting very far, are they? Upgrade all of these, upgrade that, and yeah, it would be really bad if we failed at the last fence, really. Let's get them upgraded. They don't take much to upgrade. Yeah, that's a... I believe that's a GG. Oh no, one's got past. Which path's it going to take? It's going to go that way, is it? Okay, we'll place a SAM site down because they fire faster. And for the single target damage, it's fine. Look at the range of them as well. They're really good. We'll upgrade that. And that's pretty much gone. And there we are. So we've got... oh, we're at the top 30. Are we? Not T-bag. Okay. Could we do that on a higher difficulty? We might be able to. We might be able to. So, as you can see, 97% of our damage is from the corrosion mortar. Okay. Is there any way we can get that higher? 25% score. See... 100% score, 150% enemy hit points. Chrono Shift never replenishes. Well, we're never going to use Chrono Shift because... no. I qualify that. We can now use Chrono Shift because we're not going for 3 stars. We've got 3 stars. Do you want to try it on Nightmare? I've never tried a mission on Nightmare before. This is going to be interesting. So I think the same setup is the way forward. I think using these where we had them is perfectly acceptable. Rush the waves, rush the waves, rush the waves, and scavenger module. Obviously with these having extra hit points, it's going to make things a bit more interesting. So we're going to place them there, and then one over... I guess we can't place anymore. And then we'll wait. So there's going to be the same amount of enemies, they just have a lot more hit points. So, well, we'll see what happens here. So corrosion mortars we will start to place. And remember, these are going to do damage over time. We can use a Milton. We're not going for stars here. We're going for the... we're just going for the... Oh, darn it, they're over there shooting that already. That's bad. Oh no, but they're in range for the most part. No, they're not. They're getting past. To be fair, they have got extra 150% hit points, haven't they? So, yeah, we better place some of these. And I'm going to go up here and place a Milton because, well... Yeah, there's a lot of stuff getting through now. So that is on half health, that refinery, but we have taken the rest of the stuff out. Let's place a scavenger module in there. And you can see we are hitting in and around with these. We're going to place some more corrosion mortars. We need to start dealing with that sooner rather than later. And because we now got this thing in play, it is giving us a fairly decent amount of money. We do want to place the gravity channeler in probably there, and then we're going to go for full-on lag. Oh, frame rate failure. Right, okay, anyway, that's now relatively okay. I'm going to go for quantity over quality, although quantity is a quality in and of itself, I would suggest. There we go. There's a lot of those. We now need to start saving up for these things again. Like I say, I don't think the setup we had previously was bad at all. I just think we need to box a little bit clever. You can see these are lasting a hell of a lot longer than they did previously, and we are now getting our big tanks in. It says place gravity channelers. We've already got one of those in place. Milton is going to go down. You can see they took a lot more shots to be killed there. So this is going to be bad. Yeah, a couple of shots, 2 or 3 shots, I think it was, to deal with that. Okay. I am going to spend my money on upgrading the colony, just so we get things like the ability to fire faster on there as well as we need to place some of those. So they're now getting past, but remember, they have to go this way. The way to... Oh, good grief, they are getting a lot further than I thought. So I guess some of these back here is probably the way forward. Okay, I'm going to rush the next wave just because these have already passed anyway, so there's no real danger of anything great happening. I am going to press pause and remove that star, sadly. I don't know if these stars give you any bonus for your score. I really don't know. They're getting past now, and that's not good. That's all kinds of bad, in fact. So I'll place probably a beamy thing. So I'll place a beamy thing down. That is... Obviously, this is going to be destroyed, this metal refinery. I don't think there's any... oh, good grief, they're getting past as well. Okay, so this is a lot more difficult than I expected. To be fair, I haven't upgraded these mortars. So maybe that's it. Looks like that metal refinery is getting absolutely hammered. That is not upgraded enough to get that. I'm going to rush the airwave, and we're going to upgrade all of these. Although things are getting past, I'm not confident I'm going to be able to win this. Let's place that in there. They're going to go around, but they're going to have to go past these again. So let's hope that just sheer amount of waves of going past all this is going to help us out. So we've lost our metal refinery. We have a lot of these air units coming in. We're going to upgrade some more of these. Remember, last time we did it, we only just managed to stop them on the third wave with 6 fully upgraded, so we've only got... This is the second one. That's kind of bad. They're not passing there, which is good. These are getting past, but I'm not too concerned. I am going to place a Milton probably here, just to slow these right down. And air is dealt with, I'm pleased to say. And now it's just a case of upgrading these. So let's keep going out, working our way through. It looks like Milton is dealing with most of the enemies, although some are rushing past and some have got past to here. And if that goes down, that's all kinds of bad, because we use... That's our energy supply. Alright, so those will be upgraded and upgraded. And it just shows you, though, how stuff's getting past. I'm going to... Oh, good grief, they're getting past as well. Place that in there. Overcharge that one and we'll upgrade that one. Right, as long as these are all upgraded, we should be alright. I'm hoping. Although we have tanks next. Ugh, okay. I was about to say this is a lot more difficult than I expected, but it's not. It's called... it might as well be called Mistake instead of Nightmare. Mistake. Whoops, I've accidentally clicked on the wrong button. We are now getting our big tanks coming in, which will take a little bit of a battering. Yeah, okay. But these have got past there, so that's fine. Do we upgrade our slowdown, or do we upgrade the cannon? Upgrade the slowdown, I think. Then we've got the corrupted healers, and then we've got the sparrows, and I think the sparrows are going to do us right in. But anyway, looks like we are slowly starting to slow them down. Milton should be able to fire from here. Yep, there, he can fire. Only with his rockets, but not the minigun, which is a shame. EMP, what's that do? Stuns all things in area effect. We're going to stun those like so, just so we can keep our corrosion mortars firing away there. We're going to upgrade these corruption mortars once again. I'm looking at all of these. Looking at all of that. No, not seeing that. And do we want to upgrade anything else? We want to probably place some more anti-air. So there, and there, and over here. Probably closer to here, actually. Like so. And we'll upgrade all of these. And this is all the healers coming in, which are currently just sort of healing each other. Fine with me. If you want to stand there and get shot from corrosion mortars, then good luck, have fun. I'm going to rush the next wave because it's air units, so there's nothing else to worry about over this side. And quite frankly, they're all dead. So really, it's just the air units to deal with. Just double check. You can't hold Alt to check stuff when you're in this mode, which is when you've got something in your hand to build, which is a shame. So that is being dealt with. So we've just got the wave after wave of flyers, which we are happily contending with so far. Although they are getting a lot further than I would like. But we have the technology, and we have the funds. Yeah, they're not going to get much further than that, are they? And there we go. Victory, where we come? 19th. We've shaved 11 off, was it? Was it 35, 30, around something like that? Anyway, we have, yeah, got quite good. Nice increase there. We didn't get, objective bonus there. We needed them objectives. So we can't use Milton, and we can't slow the game down. I reckon I could retry that without slowing the game down. There was only once or twice that I used it, so we could certainly get that. And not using Milton, it's very possible. It's very possible. The problem is that they did pass that point. They did pass... Oh, that's a shame. It takes your previous one rather than your highest. Oh, okay. I would have thought I would have kept the stars, but it's the previous one. Nah, I think it... I'm not a fan of that. I would much prefer it shows you your best one as well, not the one you've just done. Anyway, yes, I think the way to do it would be to not use Milton and just accept that they're going to get past and go around and go through this twice. It requires some more timing. I think upgrading them a bit faster, and the build order was slightly off. Keeping this alive would be very, that would be preferable, but I don't know if it's, well, I'm guessing it's possible, but yeah, anyway, not too bad at all. Anyway, that's been a little bit, once again, of Siege of Centauri. It's, like I say, something I've been putting a fair bit of time into. I do like my tower defense games, and this one is no exception. Still got the rough edges there, but it's still in development, so you'd sort of expect that. Looking forward to see what's added, and actually looking forward just to getting to the end, and I don't know if you can get on that planet, or whether it's not there. No intel obtained. Okay. Anyway, we're going to get some coming in beta 2 for equipment and stuff like that. Yeah. Looking forward to see what happens next, and I really want to try that mission again without the Milton. I'll keep you informed. As always, if you haven't enjoyed the video, thanks very much for watching. Take care, and generic partings.